The regular meeting of the Elmhurst City Council for Monday, November 4, 2024 to order. We were supposed to have a scout troop here tonight, but instead I'll ask the York students here to rise and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Blessings and love.
Well done. Clerk Tamer, please call the roll.
Bastido? Here. Nardini?
Here.
Brennan?
Present.
Irby?
Here.
Deuter? Here. Varimus absent. Hill?
Here.
Schenko? Here. Jensen?
Here.
Graham?
Here.
Cahill absent. Toludo? Here. Park absent. Nudera?
Here.
11 present, 3 absent.
11 present, 3 absent. We have a quorum. Item 2 on the agenda is the receipt of written communications from the public. Is there anyone in the audience that has a written communication that they would like to deliver to the council? If so, please raise your hand.
Mayor, we did receive one after 5 from the Elgots, but it'll be posted tomorrow.
All right, so the clerk has advised me we received she received a communication that will be posted tomorrow. We'll move on to public forum. Clerk Tamer, is anyone signed in for public forum this evening?
Yes, Mayor, we have Tom Aldergott.
Hi, Mr. Altergott, if you'll step over to the microphone. As you know, state your name, address optional, and you have 3 minutes. Please proceed when you're ready.
Hi, I'm Tom Altergott, live on Rex Boulevard. Our lawyer recently informed us that Illinois state law does not require a municipality to enforce its ordinances. However, it does permit municipalities to enact more stringent ordinances than state law would require, and Elmhurst has done just that. When writing a job description for someone, it is customary to prioritize the tasks, the most important task being listed first. In Chapter 3 of the Elmhurst Code of Ordinance, the number 1 item listed under our city manager's powers and duties is to enforce the laws and ordinances within the city. We believe that our property was damaged this past May because our ordinances are not being enforced. Chapter 3 also defines the job description of our Director of Community Development. Among his duties are the application and enforcement of the Building Code, Electrical Code, Plumbing Code, Zoning Ordinance, and Subdivision Ordinance. The Community Development Department has a responsibility to administer and enforce ordinances related to building codes, plumbing and electrical codes, property maintenance codes, life safety codes, nuisances, zoning, and subdivisions. It's clear that our elected officials intended that our ordinances be enforced, not disregarded. Chapter 1 of the Elmhurst Code of Ordinances reinforces this principle that our ordinances are meant to be enforced with very specific wording of Ordinance 1.07. 1.07, responsibility for acts. Every person concerned in the commission of an act prohibited by this code, whether he directly commits the act or prosecutes, counsels, aids, or abets in its commission, may be prosecuted and on conviction is punishable as if he had directly committed such act. We understand that unusual circumstances do arise from time to time, and a rulemaking ordinance that permits our building official to interpret our ordinances is needed in such rare and unanticipated situations. Our rulemaking ordinance was never intended to grant our building officials the right to ignore our ordinances or to rewrite them. In fact, our rulemaking ordinance has 2 important caveats. Number 1, all interpretations must secure the intent of the ordinance. Number 2, no interpretation may violate accepted engineering practices for the public safety. We feel that both of these caveats are being routinely ignored, and we think this is an overreach of the authority granted to our building official. We request that the City Council looks into this matter and that our city officials be held accountable when they do not enforce the ordinances as they are written. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Altergott. Is there anyone else who has signed in?
That's it, Mayor.
Right, is there anyone else in the audience who did not have the opportunity to sign in for public comment but would like the opportunity to do so, please raise your hand. Seeing none, we'll close public forum and move on to announcements. Are there any announcements from the dais? Alderman Hill?
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to announce the City of Elmhurst Annual Veterans Day ceremony, which will take place on Monday, November 11th at 10:30 at the Veterans Memorial in Wilder Park. And the ceremony, an annual one, honors the men and women who have served this country. And to pen that a little bit, I just want to take a moment, speaking as a veteran, as an appointed board member of the American Legion. We need more veterans in Elmhurst to heed a call to action to serve our community and assist with ceremonies, parades, and veteran organizations in town. We need veteran assistance. We need veterans to help serve veterans and the community, especially those new generations of veterans. So if you're willing to help and assist with volunteering for these sorts of programs for assistance and celebrating veterans and others in Elmhurst, please reach out to myself or the American Legion if you can help. Thank you.
Any other announcements?
Just want to say that Election Day is tomorrow, and City Hall for voting will be open. All voting poll locations across the county, but here in Elmhurst, City Hall will be open from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. tomorrow. And then also for the consolidated election, April 1st, 2025, petitions will be starting filing date on November 12th, next Tuesday, 8:30 a.m. through the 18th, November 18th, the following Tuesday.
Thank you. Alderman Irby?
Thank you, Mayor. Piggybacking on Alderman Hill's announcement for the American Legion, on Thanksgiving Day, speaking on the young veterans, we have 16 Great Lakes Naval basic training students coming into town with police escort, and they will have Thanksgiving dinner all day and be able to talk to their relatives for the first time since they went to Great Lakes, which I think is weeks, many weeks. And we need volunteers at the Legion to assist these young recruits who are now going through basic training. Just one of many items that happens at the Legion. And that's what makes our veterans and our current in-force stance strong in America, is because we support both the active duty, the non-active duty, and the veterans who are no longer serving. And this is a great opportunity to help these 16 young naval students in training. And that'll be on Thanksgiving, which is a tough volunteer time because we all like to have time with our family. So if anybody could sacrifice an hour or two to support these 16 young women and men, that would be fantastic here at the American Legion on Thanksgiving Day. Thank you.
Thank you. Alderman Hill.
Thank you, Mayor. So sorry, I was remiss in mentioning one more event that's going on, available to the public. The Veterans Tribute Concert at Elmhurst University at Hammerschmidt Chapel on November 10th, Sunday, November 10th at noon, where we play anthems of the various service branches and other patriotic music, as well as hear firsthand testimonies from young veterans about their time in the service. Thank you.
Is that the last announcement?
Yes.
All right. Any other announcements before we move on? All right, let's move on to the consent agenda. Clerk Hamer, please read the consent agenda.
5.1 Executive Session Meeting Minutes of the Elmhurst City Council on October 7th, 2024. 5.2 Minutes of the Regular Meeting of the Elmhurst City Council on October 21st, 2024. 5.3 Committee of the Whole Meeting Minutes of the City Council on October 21st, 2024. 5.4 Committee of the Whole Meeting Minutes of the City Council on October 28th, 2024. 5.5 Accounts Payable, November 4th, 2024, $3,450,746.89. 5.6 Appointment of Marcia Maluli Nevin to the Economic Development Commission. 5.7 Appointment of Paul Kaiser to the Economic Development Commission. 5.8 Report Petition for Annexation 15 West 153 Harrison Street. 5.9, report Elmhurst City Center 2024 holiday event. 5.10, report organized retail crime grant public safety cameras. 5.11, an ordinance approving and authorizing the execution of a non-exclusive license agreement by and between Dan Gibbons Turkey Trot Foundation, NFP, and the City of Elmhurst, DuPage and Cook Counties, Illinois. 5.12, a resolution approving and authorizing the execution of a consulting agreement between Van Slyke Enterprises Limited and the City of Elmhurst, Illinois. 5.13, a resolution approving and authorizing the execution of a consulting agreement between Ken Bartels Consulting and the City of Elmhurst, Illinois. 5.14, a resolution approving a fifth extended memorandum of understanding between the City of Elmhurst and the Illinois Fraternal Order of Police Labor Council on the behalf of Elmhurst Police Officers, Illinois, FOP Lodge Number 81. 5.15, a resolution approving and authorizing the execution of the Geographic Information Consortium Service Provider Contract between Municipal GIS Partners Incorporated in the City of Elmhurst, Illinois. 5.16, a resolution approving and authorizing the execution of the Second Amendment to the Professional Architectural Design and Phase 2 Engineering Services local funding agreement by and between the City of Elmhurst and CDM Smith, Inc. for the Elmhurst Metro Station. 5.17, a resolution approving and authorizing the execution of the Phase 1 Professional Design Engineering Services Agreement by and between the City of Elmhurst and BLA Inc. for the Crestview, Indiana and Van Auken Improvements Project. 5.18, a resolution to approve and authorize the execution of a General Professional Engineering Services Agreement by and between Clark Dietz Inc. and the City of Elmhurst. 5.19, a resolution authorizing the issuance of a notice of award and authorizing the execution of a contract for the Public Works Garage Security Camera Project. 5.20, a resolution approving and authorizing the execution of the joint funding agreement for federally funded PEROW for the Route 83 pedestrian bridge project in the City of Elmhurst, Illinois. And 5.21, a resolution approving and authorizing the execution of a final balancing change order for the St. Charles Road and Cottage Hill Avenue rectangular rapid flashing beacon improvements project.
Right. Is there any item on the consent agenda that any alderman would like to remove, either for further discussion or to vote against? Seeing none, I'll have a motion. I'd ask for a motion to approve the consent agenda. Alderman Nudera with a motion, Alderman Deuter with a second. Clerk Tamer.
Bastido?
Aye.
Nardini?
Aye.
Brennan?
Aye.
Irby?
Aye.
Deuter?
Aye.
Remus absent. Hill?
Aye.
Schenko?
Aye.
Jensen?
Aye.
Bram?
Aye.
Cahill? Absent. Toludo?
Aye.
Park? Absent. Nudera?
Aye.
11 ayes, 0 nays, 3 absent.
11 ayes, 0 nays, 3 absent. The consent agenda is approved. Reports and recommendations of elected officials. I have no announcements this evening. City Manager.
Thank you, Mayor. I have two. The free leaf curb pickup will be on on residents' regularly scheduled trash pickup days this week, so November 6th, 7th, or 8th, and then again on December 4th, 5th, and 6th. We have reminders going out and on social media and a website. Residents who wish to participate in the free leaf pickup are asked to place the leaves on the parkway in garbage cans, cardboard boxes, or craft paper bags. And the second announcement is that City Hall will be closed to business on Monday, November 11th for in-house employee training. So we'll close the door, but everybody will be here working and training. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, City Manager. Item 7, other business. Is there any other business to be brought before the council this evening? Seeing Alderman Irby.
Thank you, Mayor. Tracking down referrals is a difficult task. In the code, we have a quarterly report request that's required under Section 209. That's 2.09. Section F, reports, reads, each regular special committee to the City Council shall, at the first regular meeting of the City Council in August, November, which is where we are now, February, and May, report in writing to the Mayor and City Council the status of all matters which have been referred to said committee and not disposed of in more than 90 days. Said report shall contain a brief summary of the progress of the referred matter. So since we did not do it tonight, I request that we do this at the next full council at the latest and get on a good habit of staying true to the code of 209F reports and have all open matters per each committee be a part of the agenda in the report. Thank you.
City Manager, do we have any reporting on this?
We do track our referrals through board docs. We do have current lists of all of them, and they're updated periodically by the staff liaison to each committee. So we can send out where exactly those are and the links.
All right, we may circle back on that as popular say this evening, so, but thank you for your comments. Any other business to be brought before the council this evening? Motion to adjourn? Alderman Nardini with a motion, Alderman Bastida with a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed say no. We are adjourned. Thank you.